everyone. I am Archana Suresh and this is Malavika Sunil. We are research scholars from the Department of Green Energy Technology. It is a great honor for us to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all the distinguished guests, dignitaries, delegates and students attending the National Workshop on Green Hydrogen Technology to Application and Inauguration of UNESCO Chair organized by Department of Green Energy Technology, Madanjit School of Green Energy Technologies and sponsored by South Asia Foundation. We warmly welcome you all to the inaugural session of this wonderful event.
Very good morning to one and all who are gathered here for this very important event on inauguration of our UNESCO chair established for promotion of renewable energy and clean energy for sustainable development. I am very much pleased to welcome our beloved Vice Chancellor in charge, Professor Tarnikar sir, for his presence in this inaugural session of inauguration of the UNESCO chair. Welcome you, sir. I am always fortunate to have and welcome our esteemed chief guest, Madam France, MSF trustee, for his generous support and interest in our department progress. In general, I always consider her as a smart hybrid catalyst for our activity in our department. Welcome you, Madam France. I am very much honored to welcome Dr. Timothy Rutis, Director of the UNESCO Regional Head Office, New Delhi, who has accepted our invitation in spite of his scheduled so much of works. I think I am unable to catch him. I catch him only when I came to know that he is in Chennai. I was just last 10-15 days I was about to catch him, but only I understand he is in Chennai when I talked to his secretary in Naga. Welcome you, sir, for establishing an interaction between the UNESCO and our university and our department, and this is the stepping stone for our collaboration and cooperation to promote sustainable development. Welcome you, sir. I extend my welcome to our beloved colleague and current Dean in charge, Professor Jafar Ali, sir. And of course, I have all of support from my previous collaborators and friends. In this regard, I welcome my collaborator and friends, Dr. Saktivel, Head, Center for Solar Energy Material, ARCI, Hyderabad, and my long associate friend, Dr. Deepan Barwa, CEO of GSC, New Delhi. Welcome you all. I further extend my hearty welcome to our department and sister faculty members, colleagues, teachers, professors, and well-wishers, some scientists and researchers, and students, and other technical staffs who are here to make this event successful. In particular, I would like to extend my heartfelt thankfulness to our organizing student team. It consists of 8 teams, and within, I guess, 2 days, we are able to make this event. In spite, I was not here for the last 1 week. My thanks to our student teams. Maybe at the end we will introduce them. Welcome you all the students. I am with immense pride and I am happy for the establishment and holding of this UNESCO chair on renewable clean energy for sustainable development. Today marks a significant milestone in promoting sustainable energy solutions under this chair. The chair will work towards the adaptation of renewable energy and clean technology and affordable technologies and support policy framework and encourage sustainable practices. This chair is not only for promoting education, research, but also to outreach, provide skill developments on this renewable energy areas and collaborating in various allied technologies. The chair activities particularly aligned to United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 7, affordable and clean energy for sustainable development. As a chairholder, I would like to express my thanks, deepest gratitude to our university, Pondicherry University, Ministry of Education, Government of India, who has agreed to take our application, Madanjit Singh Foundation, South Asian Foundation, UNESCO Regional Office, Delhi, UNESCO Main Office, France, Paris. I am very fortunate to have an intellectual supporting letters from both national and international groups of my esteemed hosts and collaborators for their esteemed supporting letters for applying this chair. Once again, I welcome you all to this inaugural function of UNESCO chair, combined with one-day national workshop on green hydrogen technology to application. I wish you all to have a knowledgeable, productive, and inspiring day ahead. I invite you again once all to join us on this responsible journey towards the greener and cleaner future for our generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Arun Prasad, for your inspiring and thought-provoking welcome address. To formally inaugurate the ceremony, let us proceed with lighting of the lamp. I am honored to invite the following dignitaries to join us for this auspicious moment. We are pleased to showcase the major milestone achieved through the UNESCO Chair on Renewable and Clean Energy for Sustainable Development. This journey would not have been possible without the pivotal role played by our guest of honor, Madame France Marquet, whose support has been invaluable from the very beginning. At this moment, we would also like to express our gratitude for the continued assistance from the Ministry of Education on Government of India. We would like to take this opportunity to remember and acknowledge our beloved former Vice Chancellor, Professor Gurmeet Singh, who was always there to lend his support and help us to overcome the challenges. We cannot let this moment pass without recognizing the effort of the previous host and former and future collaborations of the UNESCO Chair, Professor R. Arun Prasad, who demonstrated solidarity in helping us to achieve this goal. The supporting letters provided by them were crucial in our success. To honor the progress we made, We now present a short video congratulating the UNESCO chair.
Dear colleagues, it is my delight and honor to send greetings from Mainz in Germany and from the Max Planck Institute for Polymer Research. I wish you all the best for your national workshop on green hydrogen. In particular, since Arun Prasad, holding this chair on energy materials, is my former associate. Affordable and safe energy is probably the most important societal demand of our times. Globally, wind and solar energy become increasingly important. In Germany, for example, they contribute more than 50% in chemistry, in the chemical bond, and that brings hydrogen into play, and together with hydrogen sources like methane, methanol, or ammonia. So the research on that topic is absolutely needed. For example, we need to learn the fate of the water molecule at the electrode interface, or we want to avoid the formation of hydrogen peroxide. Research is also needed for really technically viable photocatalysts in water cleavages. Now, technologies, as you all know, have advantages and disadvantages, have gains and risk. Think, for example, of the fact that hydrogen can react with the hydroxyl radical in the atmosphere. And this is why I believe that research must be performed in a spirit of responsibility. Responsibility for our societies and for mankind. I wish you a stimulating and fruitful conference, and I wish you all the best for your future professional plans. Best regards.
Congratulations on your new appointment as UNESCO chair. It's some time now since you were a young postdoc working at Strathclyde, when together we developed new detection beads for sensitive detection. Worked well scientifically and was a success. Unfortunately, didn't make it through the commercial stage. I've followed your career ever since then, and you've done very well to reach the position you're in. When you were here originally, my children were actually reaching the stage of young adulthood, but now it's my grandchildren who are reaching the same stage, and I'm worried for them. I'm worried for them for two reasons. First of all, because the planet is continually getting warmer, and also because medicine will now sustain life to a much greater degree, and that will lead for a greater demand on resources. That makes the renewable and clean energy section particularly important, and I hope you have every success in developing the field.
I would like to congratulate Professor Ramaswamin Arun Prasad to the establishment of the UNESCO Chair on Renewable Clean Energy for Sustainable Development. It is a real pleasure to be invited to send my greetings from Sydney, Australia. Professor Prasad worked as research associate under my supervision from 2006 to 2008. When I was asked to support the application of the establishment of this chair, I did not hesitate, as this is not only a very important task to look after our environment, but I also think Professor Prasad will be an excellent leader on this topic. We live in a time of rising temperatures, increased frequencies of extreme events, and melting ice and rising sea levels. This significantly affects the world we live in. We observe floodings, but also disruption to water supply. In the end, we will see food insecurity and increased poverty if we don't act now. I'm therefore pleased to see the establishment of this chair that will help to achieve the UN Sustainability Goal 7, which aims to ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all by 2030. Affordable and reliable energy access is also essential for lifting people out of poverty. However, burning fossil fuels is not the solution to increase the energy demands. This chair will therefore play an important role in securing a healthy and sustainable future. Professor Ramaswamy, I wish you all the best. Research into these new technologies are essential to address critical global challenges, and I'm looking forward to seeing the technical advances developed by you. Congratulations again, and all the best to you.
Dear Mr. President and dear all participants of this important event, the official inauguration of UNESCO Chair on Renewable and Clean Energy for Sustainable Development at the Department of Green Energy Technology, Pondicherry University. It is a great honor for me to be part of this program. I remember how I got in touch with Professor Arun Prasad and we agreed to work hand in hand on this globally important issue. That is, the use of maximum renewable energy sources for electricity generation and based on that production of green hydrogen for all our needs. I fully agree that green hydrogen is the future of our energy. But we cannot just talk. We need to work to save the world for future generations. I would like to thank Mr. Marcute and Mr. Curtis for their support. I wish every success, Pondicherry University, and I continue my support. Thank you very much from me and from the Flensburg University of Applied Sciences.
Hello and greetings to everyone attending the inauguration of the UNESCO Chair for Renewable and Clean Energy for Sustainable Development. My name is Carrick Eggleston, Professor of Civil, Environmental, and Architectural Engineering at Worcester Polytechnic Institute in Massachusetts in the United States. In 2023, I wrote a letter expressing my support for Professor Ramaswamy Arun Prasad for this UNESCO chair. I now wish to express my appreciation for the UNESCO chair recognition of Arun, and I wish to express my appreciation for everyone who has contributed to the Green Energy Technology Department and the Madanjit School of Green Energy Technologies at Pondicherry University. I first encountered the Madanjit School in the fall of 2011, and with Fulbright Nehru support, I taught at the school during the late fall of 2012 and the spring of 2013. At that time, I began a collaboration with Arun that has continued to this day. Arun had then, and still has now, a passion for teaching students well, for helping people, for promoting the university, and for research that is truly impressive. At that time, Arun promoted solar photovoltaic energy for Pondicherry University, and I understand that now the university enjoys 3 megawatts of solar power capacity. Arun was awarded a Raman Fellowship to visit and work collaboratively with my group in Wyoming in the United States in late 2014 and part of 2015. This collaboration resulted in the synthesis and testing of carbon nitride semiconductors for photoelectrochemical applications. I knew that I was working with someone who would make a great impact in this world. I cannot think of anyone more deserving of recognition for this UNESCO chair than Arun. I extend my warmest congratulations. I look forward to further work with Arun and with others at the Madanjit School and at Pondicherry University in the near future. Thank you.
I'm Baltazar Andrade, professor and researcher at the University of Southern Santa Catarina, Unisul, and University in south of Brazil. Currently, I'm the Dean of the Graduate Program in Administration and leader of the Center for Sustainable Development. I met Professor Arun Prasad in the World Summit on Sustainable Development at Universities in 2012 during Rio Plus 20, and I was astonished with the brilliant work and research done by Professor Arun Prasad. I'm very happy that he holds now the chair, the UNESCO chair on renewable and clean energy for sustainable development. This will have a great impact not only in Pondicherry University and in India, but also projects internationally. I have the pleasure of being with Professor Arun Prasad in Pondicherry University and see in loco the fantastic work that he is doing there in his university, and I'm sure that we will reinforce the cooperation between our university, UNISU, Pondicherry University, in the context of strategies to mitigate the impacts of climate change and to foster for a more equitable, sustainable and fair world. Professor Arun Prasad, please count always with us, and we are celebrating your achievement.
As we celebrate this moment of achievement, I now request Dr. Timothy Curtis, Director of the UNESCO Regional Office, to officially present the welcome letter plaque to the UNESCO Chair, Professor R. Arun Prasad.
Honorable and beloved Vice Chancellor, Professor Dharani Karasu, and beloved Chief Guest of this event, Madam France, who have been with us in the long journey of renewable energy educations in the campus. Then the Honorable Visitor, UNESCO Regional Chair, and Professor Saktivel, and the head of the department, and the UNESCO Chair, Professor Arun Prasad. It's a great pleasure to address this gathering of renewable energy seekers and practitioners. So we have been since 2010, the Madanjit Singh Foundations, supported presently by the UNESCO Madanjit Singh Foundations, have been doing great work thanks to the Madam France and former late Madanjit Singh's generous support and encouragement throughout this journey of renewable energy. So we have gathered here for a dual purpose. One is to felicitate our colleague Professor Arun Prasad and ourselves as a university who have obtained this prestigious UNESCO Chair Professor in the Renewable Energy for the university. I congratulate him on this great achievement, and I thank the UNESCO and the foundations who have been pillar of support to these institutions since its foundation. A big warm thanks to our beloved Vice Chancellor who has supported this activity and the acquisition of these chair positions from the beginning, and without any hesitation, with full-hearted. So we thank you, sir, for these efforts made for the university to achieve these prestigious positions. So as we know, renewable energy has been doing a lot of transitions. We started with the journey of let's minimize the impact of global carbon emissions and seek renewable energy. Though worldwide, very honest effort has been made towards this, scientists say what we have done is just not sufficient. Even though it is essential that we should transit to the renewable energy, but it's still not sufficient that you can arrest this global warming. I continue to become warmer and hotter despite your attentions. So that brings a lot of retrospective thinking. So the transition to hydrogen energy is one landmark towards this, that how to capture larger global emissions of this by transiting completely to no CO2 form of energy, as well as a carbon fixed hydrogen form of energy. Though at the moment not much research in practice is coming up how to extract fossil fuel, hydrogen energy and fix carbon back. This is the traditions going to develop. As we know, globally, renewable fossil fuel energy is not being abandoned. We are fighting to each other to access this fossil fuel source of energy even today. You can see global temptations on how to exploit. So the only way out is convert this fossil fuel energy into a renewable form of energy by taking hydrogen out and fixing carbon back. This is the technology is going to emerge, slowly emerging and going to emerge in future. That means your clean hydrogen is not only clean from water splitting, as it can also become clean from fossil fuel by fixing back carbon. So this is a very appropriate time that we one day deliberation on hydrogen energy sources being organized by the Department of Green Energy Technology. I congratulate this department for doing this workshop at the timely moment. I hope all the participants will be enriching with this deliberations. I thank all the profound speakers who have assembled here to give us thought on this hydrogen energy technologies to the young researchers and scholars of various institutions. So without much time, I would like to conclude. I congratulate all of you for being part of this event of our university and particularly our school, Madanjit School of Green Energy Technology, in facilitating the UNESCO chair as well as participating in the one-day conference. I thank you very much. Looking forward to your fruitful day. Thank you.
Now, we will move on to the next session of the inaugural ceremony. It is my great honor to welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor of Pondicherry University, Professor K. Karasu, to deliver the presidential address.
Respected Madam Franz Market, Guest of Honor, Trustee Madanjit Singh Foundation and Staff Representative to UNESCO, and Dr. Timothy Curtis, Director UNESCO Regional Office, New Delhi, and Dean Madanjit Singh School of Green Energy Technology, Professor Jafar Ali, and HOD Professor R. Arun Prasad and present UNESCO chairholder, and Dr. Saktivel from Center for Solar Energy Materials, International Advanced Research Center for Powder Metallurgy and New Materials, ARCI Hyderabad, and Dr. Dvipen Bora, Managing Director, Global Sustainable Energy Solution India Private Limited, New Delhi, and all the keynote speakers who are going to deliver a talk to our students, and our faculty members of Department of Green Energy Technology, and the other faculty members from other schools, and the deans, HODs, and my dear students. Good morning, everyone. So it is really a red letter day for the Department of Green Energy Technology, and the reason is, as you know, the UNESCO chair is inaugurated today. So I fondly remember, I think it is in the year of 2022, Professor Gurmeet Singh was telling something I am missing. I forgot to start this work, something he told me. Then later on he reminded me that we have to apply for this chair. Madam Franz Market also told me to do this. Then we checked it, it was, by the time it was, the last date was over. Then he told me to inform the department, get ready for at least for the next year, we have to apply. So I then immediately, I think by the time I was also a Dean Green Energy Technology, Madanjit Singh Green Energy Technology School. So we discussed with our faculty members of the department, and then we started working on this. It was a 2-year journey. At the end, we reached this stage, and I thank Madam Franz Market and Dr. Timothy Curtis for this support for our university, for our department, because it is very useful for us for the noble work, whatever we are doing for the research on green energy technology. It is a great honor for us to hold this chair. And also I thank Professor R. Arun Prasad, who is the UNESCO chairholder of the first UNESCO chairholder, for his untiring effort to bring this chair and doing all the basic work for which we have reached this stage. So I also thank the South Asia Foundation and as well as the Madanji Singh Foundation for guiding us to reach this UNESCO chair. And this is the inauguration of this UNESCO chair on renewable and clean energy for sustainable development. But on this occasion, and department is also having one-day national workshop on green hydrogen technology to application. So as the students are well known, this fuel cell technology is known for years, for centuries, I can say. They started long back, but still we are not able to use this technology commercially, widely, you can say. Commercially, there are some units commercially also they brought it, but still they are not beating the price of the petrol or coal, that is natural resources. So we are doing a lot of research on this to bring the fuel cell technology into the commercial purpose. But there are many issues, starting from the generation of hydrogen and how to save hydrogen and how to convert, then the membranes, and then the catalysts which are involved in generating hydrogen ion from hydrogen, then the anode as well as cathode catalyst. Like this, there are a lot of research is going on, but still there is hope for this technology, because suppose, just imagine once we reach the stage where there is no fossil fuels, then these technologies will definitely be useful. So at this stage I would like to remind the students, the fax machine, when it was introduced, they decided that it is useful, but cost wise it is very high. But later on they found out that for the communication purpose, even if it is the cost is high, we can utilize it. That's why before our email scanning attachment comes, the fax machine was very useful for communicating this. So like this, even the technology is cost wise is high, but at least some technology should be there with us. Sometime we may need, even if it is a high cost. So that's what the green energy technologies are being developed now. Only the cost and the availability of resources and also sometime failure. The continuous generation of the electricity also is a challenge at present. So it is being worked out, but it is a different specialists are being worked out in this. So all these things we are, I think, going to hear from the keynote speakers today. There are many keynote speakers all around India. They have assembled here, and I think it is going to be very useful session for the students. For the students, please take this seriously. It is a unique opportunity for you. You cannot get most of the information whatever they are going to share with you in the textbooks also. So please take this all the keynote speakers talk very seriously. Note down. It will be very useful for your research also. So I once again thank Madam France Market, Dr. Timothy Curtis for taking their time all the way and then coming here and attending this and grace our occasion. I also thank the Department of Green Energy Technology for this wonderful initiative, for inviting me for this function also. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring and thoughtful presidential address. Now, it is our privilege to hear from our esteemed guest of honor, Madame France Marquet, Trustee of Madanjin Sikh Foundation and South Asia Foundation representative to UNESCO. We are truly delighted to invite Madame France Marquet to address the gathering and share a few words to us.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here today. The University of Pondicherry being a central university, I would like to thank the government of India for helping us. Of course, the team here, directed by the Vice Chancellor. The UNESCO also, because without them we cannot do anything. And of course, the chairperson and essentially the director of the chair. Now, I would like to welcome also the participant to the future talk, because you are the essential people here. You are working with our students, and that is essential. I don't want to have to go more into details because your talk will be more important than mine. So thank you again, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Madam, for your shared thoughts. We are delighted to have you here. Thank you once again. Now, it's time to hear from our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Timothy Curtis, Director of the UNESCO Regional Office, New Delhi. We are truly honored to invite Dr. Timothy Curtis to address the gathering and share a few words with us.
Thank you. Professor Tanarakiras, I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but I hope. Dear Vice Chancellor of Pondicherry University, of course, Professor Arun Prasad, the UNESCO Chair on Renewable and Clean Energy for Sustainable Development, Professors Rajesh Bhutani, and of course, dear France Marquet, the South Asia Foundation representative. It's a great honor for me to be here and a pleasure to be here on behalf of UNESCO for this important event, which is firstly the National Workshop on Green Hydrogen from Technology to Applications, but also for us, especially the inauguration of the UNESCO Chair on Renewable and Clean Energy for Sustainable Development. So I'd like to start by really extending my congratulations to Pondicherry University and of course to the chairholder himself and all of those who've been involved. I know it's a long process to get there, and congratulations on behalf of UNESCO. We are very happy to have you now amongst what we call the UNESCO family. Established in 1945, UNESCO is the United Nations agency that holds a mandate in the fields of education, science, culture, and communication, and works essentially to promote peace by encouraging the exchange of knowledge through international cooperation, capacity building, and of course providing technical assistance to its member states. And in doing so, we are supported by a wide range of partnerships and cooperative relationships. We work with this network, the family. And the UNESCO Chairs Program is one of the most important partnerships programs with which we work. And the program mobilizes the expertise of universities and research institutions to help us address the challenges of today in an increasingly complex world. The program of UNESCO Chairs was launched in 1992 with the aim of promoting a comprehensive system of research, training, and activities in those diverse fields of which are the most pressing issues of the day. And we do so by building these university networks and promoting cooperation between universities, facilitating, therefore, that transfer of knowledge and skills across border. And today, there are about 950 UNESCO chairs across the world from a wide range of fields, from education specializations to renewable energies, cultural heritage, across all of the areas that UNESCO works. And we now have 16 here in India. And the mandate of this UNESCO chair here in Pondicherry University, which focuses on renewable and clean energy, is critical. And it is coming at a very specific moment, at a time when the world has set itself the Sustainable Development Goals and is clearly off track in achieving them. And the issue of energy is at the center of those issues. and we know that the future economic competitiveness of countries will depend on how quickly they can make the transition to greener societies. And again, this transition has energy and clean energy at the heart of the issue. A green economy, but it's not just about adopting new technologies, it is about creating a framework where growth and environmental protection coexist and reinforce each other, so that societies are sustainable, equitable, and resilient. We know that green energy plays a critical role in this, helping to mitigate climate change and its destructive impacts. And the more we commit to clean energy, the closer we come to that world where environmental protection is at the center of economic development. And in that sense, renewable energies also offer interesting and unique solutions to the issue of inequality that we face today, and has the potential to be a game changer for emerging economies. We know, for example, solar panels, wind turbines, small hydroelectric plants can be deployed in remote, underserved areas, providing reliable and affordable energy where those traditional energy infrastructures don't exist, and therefore has the power through these clean energies to lift communities out of poverty by providing access to electricity, better health care, and improved economic opportunities. So it has a spin-off effect to all of these other areas of the Sustainable Development Goals, and can inherently diversify the country's energy supply, reducing, of course, dependence on foreign energy sources and volatile market prices. And this, importantly, I think, as we look around the world today, is also very critical in what we call energy security and the promotion of peace. We know that there are conflicts around the world that are happening due to energy scarcity. And so it's not only a development, but also a security issue and a peace issue. So we are with all of this in mind, of course, we are delighted at UNESCO to welcome this 16th Indian chair, the University of Pondicherry. And we are confident and sure with already with the workshop happening today that it will pave the way for groundbreaking research and advancements in clean energy technologies, including hydrogen, and will contribute to these goals the world has set itself through the Sustainable Energy Goals, and particularly the one we call SDG 7. We encourage the chair to collaborate with governments, educational institutions, industries, NGOs, businesses, researchers, technology developments, and various other environmentally conscious organizations to promote clean energies at district, state, national, and international level. And we look forward to working with the chair and also the chair with our other chairs on these issues. So, having said all this, allow me once again to take this opportunity to acknowledge and appreciate the efforts and the dedication of Professor Arun Prasad, the holder of the chair, who we look forward to working, because I know it takes a lot of energy and effort to make the vision a reality, but also to the Maranjit Singh Foundation for their support in this process. I'm confident, Professor Prasad, that under your leadership, many more initiatives will be planned and successfully implemented in the coming years. So on behalf of UNESCO, I congratulate you and, of course, the Vice Chancellor and the University of Pondicherry, and look very much forward to hearing the outcomes of this workshop and working with you in the years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It is now my pleasure to introduce our esteemed guest, Dr. Shaktivel, Head of the Center for Solar Energy Materials at ARCI, Hyderabad. We are honored to have him with us today, and I invite Dr. Shaktivel to address the event and share a few words.
So, good morning to all. And this is a great honor for me and be here with dignitaries and my colleagues and students. This is a great occasion for me to participate, and first of all I thank my dear friend Professor Arun Prasad for his great invitation for this special workshop. And I know I have close contact with Professor Arun Prasad since his PhD, so in Anna University 1996 onwards. And we both applied it as a DAD fellowship, and then in 1999, and then we went together to Germany. And yes, he had a tough time with Professor Mullen, but I had a nice time, and I roam around all Germany, all over Germany. And then I surprisingly it is noticing that every house it is having kind of it is a glassy roof. So I was very surprised that it is what is that kind of it is house. That is what I'm a dream more dreaming person. Then I was very surprised. But even though I was concentrating on it is a photocatalysis, but I was very curious to ask those things. So that time I realized 1999. So that is photovoltaics, solar panels, and so that is a great surprising for me that it is Germany, almost it is a Europe. They don't have much it is the sunlight, but why they are it is a concentrating solar photovoltaic. And then I realized that it is why these people it is more concentrating on that, since they don't have sunlight. And that what it is. I never thought about it is I will become it is a solar scientist. Now I'm a head of the center, and after coming back it is after completing 10 years in photocatalysis, I came here, and then my director it is forced me to concentrate it is a solar related research. So that is the first time it is I'm entering into solar field. And that time it is he also came back, and then it is he contacted me, and for this it is a UNESCO chair program. He approached me in 2023, and then and that time it is I was very happy to join and collaborate with Professor Arun Prasad. And the one thing I would like to share to this occasion. In 2010, I joined in ARCI, where I belong. And at that time, it is the first solar mission. That solar mission was announced. You know that it is many mission. It is our government. It is announced. And I feel that it is one of the solar mission only. It is the most successful. Thing is, it is in 2010, it is our capacity to generate it is a power around it is a 50 megawatt. At the time, it is a mission the solar mission objective used to achieve it is 20 gigawatt power capacity in India. But we were standing in the bottom of the mountain. I felt like that, and then we have to reach it is Himalayan peak like Everest. The objective is very huge, but we were standing in the bottom of the mountain. So, but very surprisingly, it is in 2012. So our goal is to reach it is a 20 gigawatt, but 2022 we reached almost it is 46 gigawatt, and now it is our capacity it is a 70 gigawatt power capacity from solar. Almost it is 15 to 20% from it is a PV side. So with the combined, it is today it is the green hydrogen, how it is viable green hydrogen, and in the UNESCO program itself it is mentioned that affordable, renewable, and clean energy. So affordable means it is now we have reached the capacity. It is we could get it is a power in a very affordable price, and then we can also get excess power when we don't have it is much demand. So that power we can convert into very useful it is a hydrogen. That is what it is high viability. So in that remark I would like to convey and congratulations to Professor Arun Prasad, and I wish all and also it is a I wish the workshop is go in a very promising way, and then we'll bring it is a lot of it is a positive outcomes. So thank you once again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your thoughts. It is now my honor to introduce our distinguished guest, Dr. Deepan Bora, Managing Director of Global Sustainable Energy Solutions, New Delhi.
Madam Franz Market, and then Dr. Timothy Curtis, then my friend Professor Arun Prasad, and Professor Ali, and Professor Saktivel. So it is a great honor for me to be here for the inaugural session, and also to be a part of this share, because when Dr. Professor Arun Prasad has approached me to be a partner for this share, I very happily agreed from our company. My association with Pondicherry University goes back to 2011-12. I first met Professor Arun in Bangladesh in an international conference, and then I was presenting how to prepare master plan for developing a solar city. So he was very curious, and then he asked me, can we do something for the campus? I said, yes, why not? So then we supported him to submit a proposal to Ministry of Renewable Energy, and he got the sanction. But fortunately again, we got associated for preparing the master plan. That was in 2012. So we prepared the master plan for the Silver Jubilee campus, not for entire university. But it was very nice, I would say, project, assignment or project. And we associated with students and professors and the electrical departments. Collectively, it was a very good report and good, I would say, assignment, consultancy assignment, and then it benefits everybody. So there was also, we prepared the master plan for Silver Jubilee campus, then also later, based on that research, we also published few papers, which is there in the public domain. So that was a good experience. Then in many occasions, I always have whenever I have a chance to come to Pondicherry University, I come. I like Pondicherry because I lived here in 2009-10, 2 years. So that time also I used to come to the university for to meet some students that I know. So it was always a pleasure for me to come to Pondicherry. That is one, and to associate with the university from the research or academic point of view. Then Arun also influenced me to do my research in terms of academic research, though I did my PhD because of his influence and support later. That was my professional, within the professional activities I also did that academic research. So as far UNESCO share is concerned, it is really a very good job the department has done, and the university is, I think, deserved to have this share. Professor Arun Kumar's continuous effort in terms of research. He is a truly researchman, I would say, and he is very helpful for the students and all. So he, all the time, I think he think about research probably, that I do not know, but he is really deserve for this share. And I would think that this share will definitely contribute for very positive activities in the department, because university already have a lot of facilities for doing practical research or practical work in this field, which is sometimes missing in many universities. So this share will definitely help to gain some good reputations, as well as I think it will be benefiting to the many research scholars and also students. My association from the company, Global Sustainable Energy Solutions, which is actually Australian company. So we are mostly on consulting and capacity development activities. So we have regular training programs which are professionals mostly, not academic training, but it's industry trainings. So the objective of the association is basically to bring the academics and industry together so that they benefit each other. The irony of today's situation is, so industry, you ask any industry or any professional organizations, we struggle to find a right person for any positions that open. We interview many people, but it is very hard to get a right person to, for that particular position. On the other hand, the students are struggling to get jobs. So you will see there are so many unemployment, so many challenges in getting a proper job. So there is a definitely big gap between demand and supply. We have demand, we have also supply, but somehow that supply available is not somehow matching to the demand. So I think association or collaboration of universities or the institutes like Pondicherry University with the industry and taking I think help or taking support from each other would be a great opportunity for opening up or bridging the gap. So that is the main objective of this association as far our company is concerned. So we already discussing with Professor Arun regarding what to do and how can we support in terms of building capacity of the student, so that or even the bringing industry to university and bringing student to the industry, so that they can collaborate and they understand each other, and also develop required skill so that student gets benefit and they get employment without any facing any challenge. The other objective is also focusing on gender things, because if you look at the renewable energy sector, you will see very few women are working in this field. So is it the participation of women is very less in renewable energy industry as a whole. So as a company, we have been providing or supporting women. We provide all women in 50% discount for all our training programs without any question. So that kind of support also need to be provided to women, so that there are more participation of women, so there is equity or equal participations in the industry. And then from GSES, we provide support as possible from our own limited resources, but that is a mandate for us even as a private company, but we consider it as a mandate to support students, to support women, to take part in the renewable energy industry, and then make individuals capable of doing at par the industry standards. So with that words, I congratulate again the university as well as the Professor Arun for having this here in the university, and I wish them all the best for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. As we approach the conclusion of the inaugural session, I would like to invite Dr. D. Sharada, Professor, Department of Green Energy Technology, to propose vote of thanks.
On behalf of Department of Green Energy Technology and Madanjit School of Green Energy Technologies and National Workshop on Green Hydrogen Technology to Application, a very good morning to all the distinguished dignitaries, distinguished guests, faculty, scientists, participants, researchers and students. I am truly humbled to be part of this wonderful gathering for the inauguration of UNESCO Chair on Renewable and Clean Energy for Sustainable Development and one-day National Workshop on Green Hydrogen Technology to Application. At this juncture, I take this opportunity to express my sincere thanks to Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor K. Tarunikarsu sir for kindly gracing this occasion in his busy schedule and sharing inspiring presidential address. We are truly thankful to distinguished Chief Guest Madam France for her continuous support and being a rock of support since the 2010 foundation of Madanjit School of Green Energy Technologies, and especially being a catalyst for this inaugural session of UNESCO Chair and one-day workshop. Thank you, Madam. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed guests, Chief Guest, Dr. Timothy Curtis, Director, UNESCO, New Delhi, Regional Office, New Delhi, for kindly gracing this occasion and representing on behalf of UNESCO and sharing about UNESCO activities and insights on and importance of renewable and clean energy technologies for sustainable development. Have a great day. Thank you.